this is enlil. Okay, so what shall we communicate about? Well, is it you that's communicating, or is it me that's communicating? Am I communicating? That's the question. Is these words I speak as me communication? What is communication? I'd say all that we have ever done in this existence is communicate. Communicate almost sounds like relate. Well, the word relate exists in the word communicate. It sounds the same. Round about the end of the word communicate, relate. And through communication we've related. In relating, you manifest relationships. So, what have we been communicating about, is the question. Has anything that you have ever spoken within your life relevant? Has it had any relevance to who you are, to how you experience your world? Now it's interesting, because why do we communicate? Is the question. Why do I speak? Because what you speak is just words coming out of your mouth, and you apparently engage in a conversation, conversing with another through communication, in which you relate and then create relationships. Now, communication, taking the word communication, there's the word communal, community. Countries, communal, coming together, communicate in a certain specific way, wherein everyone relate in a particular specific way, and then the whole country is in a relationship with itself and each other. But then you've got different communities, communally coming together, communicating and relating, creating relationships. So communication is interesting. Is it within the core of communication that we exist in separation? Is communication just a design? Why do I communicate? Why do I speak? I wonder. What is it about communication, about speaking? Is this the only way that I can relate? Is my only reason and purpose for existing to relate? Have a look. You only relate through communication with another, forming a relationship. Is sex just another form of communication? Relating with another, forming a relationship? So communication is the point, the design, the creation that brings everyone together to relate. Why relate? To create relationships. Why relationships? To further separation. So I suggest to ask yourself the question, and you'll find it fascinating, your reason, your why for communication. You want people to see who you are. Well, how you design yourself to be, of course, because you know the truth of you and you never communicate the truth of you. Communication is the greatest deception that exists, because it is through communication that beings put themselves out there and manipulate and control to get what they want. It is magnificent how beings abuse communication, how beings abuse relationship, how beings abuse relating, how beings abuse coming together, how beings abuse community. Words. And you know very well what you're doing. You're abusing what is here. And then it's fascinating that beings blame what is here as the reason, the why, the purpose of why you are what you are. Why you are what you experience yourself to be. But who's doing it? As I've said, as we've said, the design, this creation, the very program formation is perfect, is magnificent. There is absolutely nothing wrong with anything but how you are as it. You can either abuse it or stand one and equal with and as it. Unfortunately, beings have taken the liberty to abuse. And what will you create? Abuse. Isn't this reality, this world, the quintessence of abuse? And then beings will blame that and blame this and say, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. You're to blame. You're the one that's wrong. Please. Abuse exists here, here, here. I'd suggest asking yourself the question, why do you communicate? In that, you'll see quite the truth of yourself. If you are self-honest, if you dare to be self-honest, of course. Self-honesty is also but what is here. But a fascinating point. Self-honesty you cannot abuse. I'll end there. Thank you.